nosebleed is first stop moving. Because nosebleeds are from your heart. If your heart's pumping and you're running around and you get upset, then, or if your heart's really pumping hard, then it makes your nose bleed more, right? Right? Because it's pumping really hard, that's where the blood's coming from. So we want to stop and sit down and relax for a couple of seconds. Okay, then what you can do is you can lean forward. Now, some people lean back, but we don't want to do that, because if you do, the problem is that the blood now goes down your throat and into your stomach, and it can make you sick. Okay, and it doesn't help the bleeding. So what you want to do is you want to sit down and lean forward. In fact, I had something so I'd sit down and I would lean forward like this. My head between my legs. Okay, not down here, but like this. Okay. Then take your fingers, and you don't want to pinch your nose closed. Okay, you want it to drip just a little wee bit, because you want to slow it down until it stops itself, because eventually it will stop on its own. And if it doesn't, well, then somebody's going to have to go to the next step, like a parent or something, right? So make sure that if you're with somebody, that they go and tell an adult, or make sure there's an adult that knows that your nose is bleeding. Okay. Then what we do is we can take anything. It can be a t-shirt. This just happens to be some gauze. Okay, we can take a t-shirt or some gauze like this, and we can hold it down here, and we just squeeze very lightly. If you feel in your nose, you feel it's really hard here, and if you slide down just in front of that and squeeze just a little bit, so if you were to go, you could still kind of breathe through it, but it's not as easy. Okay, so you just squeeze it just a little wee bit, and then you just sit and hold it and wait, and it'll drip, drip, and keep dripping on this gauze or whatever you're holding, a cloth or towel or anything like that, and it just drip, and just keep a little bit of a squeeze on there, not too much, but just a little bit, and that'll slow it down, and then it'll start to get clotty up in there. Okay, and then it stops, slows down, and eventually it'll stop bleeding, probably, at a very short period of time. Okay.